Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today I'm looking at the new cigar from Fratello. This is the new Fratello Navetta, and this size is the Atlantis. Six and a half by 52. There is your density. Now, this cigar was unveiled by Fratello Cigars at the 2017 IPCPR. Fratello Navetta. Navetta in Italian means shuttle. And the name pays homage to De Frias' prior employer, NASA. Omar De Frias worked for NASA prior to getting into the cigar business. Now, this entire line pays homage to the space shuttle. This particular size is named for the Atlantis shuttle. The cigar uses an Ecuadorian Habano Oscuro wrapper, a binder of Dominican Viso, and the filler is Nicaraguan, and it is made in the Joya de Nicaragua factory in Nicaragua. Available in 4 sizes, all named after space shuttles. The Discovery, 5 by 50, the Endeavor, 6 1/4 by 54, and the Enterprise, 6 by 60. The Atlantis Boxer is 6 1/4 by 52, and the only one that is box pressed. And as you can see, it is a torpedo. So let's get right to it. The new Fratello Navetta Atlantis. This is a nice looking cigar and does look a little like a spaceship, doesn't it? It's really pretty cool looking. Now, this band at the foot, let's see, we're going to slide it off. It's going to be the easiest way to get it off. And I will, there's how it's going to look in the end. You will see that again, of course. So here we've got the cigar. You can see by the colors, it's very nice medium brown, very well made. Nice little box press. Let's see if we can get away with just taking the very tip, or as little as possible. And we can. In fact, there's what I took off. You see they match? They should. Good draw. Very good draw. First flavors are quite interesting. It's a primarily a lead flavor of caramel, dry cedar, and brown sugar with a light black coffee base. There's white pepper at a 7. It's interesting because I rarely encounter cigars that have a lead flavor of caramel, but this one does. It's very sweet. Brown sugar also adds some to that sweetness, but there's a definite neutralization flavor of dry cedar, but it adds to the flavors. It doesn't detract. So that's how it starts. Real curious to see where we go from here. I'm a couple inches in or close to it, and as you can see, the spaceship has the plume here as it takes off. It almost looks like it's just flying through the air. The flavors have changed just a little bit. They have improved. It's now sort of, I'm going to put this over the ashtray because I don't trust it. It just broke off. The cedar is a little richer and tangier now, influence of the Nicaraguan tobacco probably. There's a little sense of butter in there. The caramel is still very prominent. It's a buttery caramel, I suppose, and brown sugar, and it's all mixing very well with a light black coffee base. The pepper is intensifying. At this point, I would say it was 7.5, moving toward an 8, but let's just call it 7.5. But it's moved up from the original assessment. The finish is pretty much a caramel with a minor amount of lingering white pepper. The cigar is medium bodied, and the front end flavors are quite sweet. Okay, the ash fell, so here's what you're left with. I particularly picked up on those buttery notes if you smoke it slowly. And as you can see, we're at 36 or plus or minus minutes at a couple inches in. That's pretty good. So I am going slowly with it. It is starting to burn, or it is burning fairly evenly. It's just a little off, but not bad. So this first third, I'm rating it a 91. Nice sweet flavors, no power to speak of, medium bodied. Not a lot of dark notes, but it has a light coffee base. So it's a pretty good start for the first third, wouldn't you say? Well, we're pretty much done with the second third, beginning the third, and the flavors are just about exactly like I described before. But now there are hints and slight detections of a little whipping cream in the midst of everything. The butteriness is probably bringing those out. But the other notes are just about dead where they were. It is still very sweet. It is still what I'd call medium bodied. The finish is still one of caramel. A lot of sweet notes in this cigar, not a lot of dark notes in this cigar, but don't let that worry you too much. There is that light coffee base, and it's just enough to keep the cigar somewhat balanced. It's a little out of balance in the sweet toward the sweet category, but it's not much, not far off. I'm enjoying this cigar with the additional sweet notes. To me, it's just a good, nice, sweet cigar. I'm actually going to bump the rating to a 92 because I'm really enjoying these flavors. It would really be nice, I guess, if it had a little more of a depth, but it has some, and so it's not. I'm not going to, downrate it too much for that. But it has very nice, sweet flavors. So at the end of the second third, and I'll have to remove this band, we'll call the score a 92. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Pretty good burn time. What did I get? 1 hour and 40 minutes. Very good. Now from the second third to the end, we had some changes in the negative category. I lost the tangy sweetness. I lost the whipping cream notes. What I still had was the cedar, caramel, and some brown sugar. The coffee notes, which we spoke about previously, that were just hanging around as a nice low-level base, became quite elevated. It's a double-edged sword. Dark notes can do two things. They can add or detract. In this case, they actually detracted from the sweetness. So in short, the cigar sort of went downhill from the second third to the end. Still medium bodied. It's not a powerful cigar. Finish is still one of caramel. and light lingering white pepper. The pepper is a white pepper. But because of these detractions and the changes in the flavors and the elevation of coffee and the loss of sweetness, we're going to have a final third score of 89. Quite a change from the midpoint to from the second third to the end. But that's how it goes sometimes. So the final score, averaging it out, will be a 91. And I'm satisfied with that. I think the score is the cigar is a 91 category cigar. It's a good cigar. It has some ups and some downs, but overall, it is a 91. So there you have it. The new Fratello Navetta Atlantis, the boxer, as it's also known as, 6 1/4 by 52, 91.